mesu ameja.
Media rewo.
Mesu ameja fuya.
Media rewo.
Mesu ameja.
Yesu, mami Yesu amamweni. Arafuwa yetienwa, yeti amamweni. Ajenkina yekini, wodiya yekina amamweni. Yesu amekunafo, Yesu amejanka, Yesu amebisia, ebisia mobrowa. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu. Mesu ameja. Nadie mesu
ameja.
Media rewo.
Mesu ameja fuya.
Media rewo.
Mesu ameja.
Betri ni bi, nenimu ni bi o. Wafo ni hwan, wafo ni erade. Yesu amebisia, ebisia mobrowa. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadie yebabisu. Oman kradu, ene die meni abro, medie meni abreko. Mapoko jai, eti meni abrewai. Odi ponke siye tutu, eti meni abro. Enfra yetoi, odi yeto amamweni. Adakatie ya, isi he yedei. Kobina yefrei, odi yefra amamweni. Nebrisi egusu yeso. Egusu yedeni, adisi yedia, ewa he yedeni. Ena nekrono, isi eja nekrono. Yesu amebisia, ebisia mobrowa. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu. Mesu ameja. Nadie mesu
ameja.
Media rewo.
Mesu ameja fuya.
Media rewo.
Mesu ameja.
Eye me nyonko sofo bi a na so ba efimu. Na otu anamoko obekafo ne nchen. Komande yako. Na osiri se ne yesi nyina wo fo nyame. Anche na osofo yi ne baba fimu. Obekafo ne tia asema ye ne ya. Otu anamoko sofo yi nchen. Komande yako. Osiri se nyakopon nipa. Se de na no ka kire me sabe be pele tie. Yesi nyina fo nyame. Osofo is just di. Opaja ni tina so mo kae no. Na bia ye no. Esu amesu no, yasimi mfa menya mia. Ayrahuwa mi die no, yasimi mfa menya mia o. So wodi enyame mpe, wo ha wodi enyame mpe. Bisu enyame mpe, so hwe wodi enyame mpe. Adu enyame mpe, abna enyame mpe. Ekua enyame mpe, ya enyame mpe. Efu enyame mpe, ama enyame mpe. Akosi enyame mpe, oni wodi enyame mpe kura. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadiya yebabisu.
Yes, Obu na so enene da. Edigi ebu ya adeni na da. Beta bachi. Ekwai. Si abusua ne oba kwani amachi abusua. Ama amamere otfo ya mfa nto a. Beke se ya fon bokwai. Tena wada roma. Ba ma bioma.
Sempa. Mo kwa ba na. Ana wada roma, ti ma busia mo ba ya mo ntie. Dr. Kwakye na kwa kwa ni kusu ya. Ya mamre bi wo ha, e fre bibi adwade. Ti abusuen na ready. Se be ya sa ne ma no be koso. Bi se mo de ne me be ba na mo papa na obi ani han mo a enye fe. Se se doctor wo ni abusua. Twen. Sa ne menti ne ye twen. Ma ba woni bi ani.
Aha, ndi. Kona di shibusua. And Madame Roma, read the council. Miss Emily Accra. Namely, Akasaka, Achiramo. Yes, I said, the Atumui and I to about Gladys. Let me tell you, I didn't know the party. Any year, Oba Gladys. Now, some day, then I know this. I said, I will know. The party is fire you. Why you, Papa? Me shake at the appeal and be so good. You are. But she am crying. Sounds any year of baggage over one, so was any more young. Mr. Opa, I say, see, I was someone's going back with the number. But so be I so. Doctor, I have you. Yeah, Doctor, why have you? Yeah, why have you? O Saberma, o Saberma, say, why have you? O Saberma, o Saberma. Piao! And I don't know what I did to you. That's a fine no. Another cry. And I am Papa Poma. We shall form penny forms of a brand. You have put the 3 years. They will shut in now. You have a penny form of 10 years. Penny for says so power. I didn't want your padia mafia. Hey, you see me better than my papa. If I so be so. Doctor, why have you? What did Auntie Goddess? What will you say? Banny Bamba. More. You see what see you. Then Madame Roma, who will have my Mumlaya? And you won't get some this year. Dr. Kwakye, when you're who can you a friend Auntie Gladys? Or not that night, I would tell so, or do so. Mamma to be told who was up upon bra, or one upon would never sat until the sewer, and then we are. And I know, yeah, the young go, Missy and Shaway, and yet singing for ye. And when I Dr. Kwakye, I shall Auntie Gladys no, as soon we ye. Nothing, you him one, never pay, and then my Gladys. Oh, hey, what did the book? The Sunday, and I'm not trusty, and I'm not Alicia. I want to Alicia, I trust you, and I do a paper to Bemu. Say one thing about that is in near. You jump, you said, like I said, for some years, and it's one swap back up an year. What a year, or 1 year, or they told the commercial year. And the man got to say, Shall no, I didn't man. Send that our car, and I'm upon a distribution. Who puts in there, we know. We shall sharp left for. Okay. Yen na mama tell was a Debbie, a Busiano, a Mudo ye, a Busiano, a Mudo ye, them so ha, who can say we shall say ya. I can say any number first, number 1. You jump, send that. Doctor, ha, my God, this was a shot. No, Atabra, and I am and then opening for young was still should have pay. Like I said, only penny dog. What finish your papa be? And she ain't gonna force you. I betray you. Hello, young what it? And an ammonia, and you may, wouldn't this year but 2 hours, with a general, as you said, the come but what's not? Sabin and Chay, I'll continue you. Hey, well, I know you. Pastor David, it is sure about ya. It's one mamma. What for you do ya? A good Shanano, and Sanus of Papa. What for the toilet to go, Mammy? What is guy? I did toilet to go, no. Or you furnish him, Papa and Sana, Papa Baby Guy. Hey, then you are a Roma. I say, Canano, Sinipa Gemma, and Sio, and a fire banner at them for them. Mamma, Monsieur, Mammy, Papa knew she was me, of a good from Papa. Hey, then you Papa says, Shush. Hey, not me. What about Baby Guy? Mammy, for Chadian, Chadia, or Papa, over a nasty Ayabasa. One thing I saw the nicest, sir, and when I got it, or Chadia. Or funny Kuto, or the guy Janet, as San Juan Sana, or Red Guy. You know what can I see? I was here. But in Garcia, you see the Siabu. What mean I say, Busiano, I was just Peniama, if I met Sarah. Can it open in front of Timatam? Ni Borba, ni Sapo, ni Nika. You know, we are was heavy. Hey, Mom Sapo. What is Sapo? What's the point you say? Some seminar way, the town here, the seminar here, the best but what I said, I'm going to my house. I'm going to animal. You know, we was in the year. Hey, Papa, okay, please, nice. And you know what's in your buina, and you cannot name a bushing. Then I'm a fancy seven who you are not. You're done for more. Never who knows. Ah, about that is why so quick with a bundle. Hey, yeah, what's the case? Miss Emina. Several would become better for Smith, and I'm more enjoy. Yanni, I was near you, and I'm a Roma. I'll put you on my body. I never said, opening Cassia, opening on a butcher. No, I am a murder. We don't know Kenny, when you're on a Roma. It is not a 2 year man. Mofan was a mother. I put your watch on. What do you go? Or the Sakan? One from drunk baby, what happens here? Heaven, you will do her play. And no, Padia. Why, your mamma got this, and then the ma. And to my Ajama Shelley, Idanta. The same at home, Nickel, spot at the chef, and somebody was shooting. It's what I did, you say. Bamana moves a yes, and you may come to. Every day, then I'm a Roma. Snapple. Monfani pay a man. Mamma in the ma. And you was saying that I get you in the body. Say, Baya, and we are not me, but Trasanopa. And we have a sat trassi. Because I was a sat trassi area. Say, Baya, a poetry. Yanti as a Bonibia, a year so, a bear con, and a year. Ah, Papa, we are a year, no year. Bonibia, see. Not I yet. I have a my goddess when they wish you to put it chill. And I'm a Roma. When I did wish you. I will never hear. Then you can say, and your man, I guess you are the ambassador. If I give me that, go. If you go higher, see if I give me the apple. Davida, I'm a goddess to see one of the money in that. I was saying, I'm over. You're somebody about Paribia. You're somebody about Paribia. Here and Jensen and Yamanisha. And I'm a Roma. Mammy, goddess, was mammy, and I'm just here, the money yet, them get up a morning. And I'm somebody there, you have one Sunday. The money in account. I put in I came up home, so I didn't know them. Young with them bizarre. Or she give my bitch. Oh, that's right.
You mean, yeah, and no, one, yeah. Snap crater.
Why is
it is animal? What the apa? Ah, infancy.
if it is here, Papa? One not when you're fat. I'm in the abandon. I'm an eye, and I'm a piano. Eh, the cinema, Monpreno. If we are a Bema Passia, you said in Prensa. Aha, Miss Ramon, Momia Papa can come. Monpleno.
Yefura kuntunkuri, yadia babisu. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadia babisu. Yefura kuntunkuri, yadia babisu. Missy mesu, mesu, Nadia mesu, Media rewo, media rewo, let you be what for me, what for you? Missy mesu, Nadia mesu, media rewo, media rewo, media mesu, let you be.
The control and the covenant for me. A year, papa, when you're the baby for doctor. And the missus, and what the near opinion. Ambuni. When you had the nurse and penny for new appeja for her. Inti woman you am about when you may do nurse woman hay. There was a big gentleman, now my mother pass a betchian and nano. Now my neighbor when I was a butcher and an animal, a butcher and what my daroma. Simone had you my yesterday was some of my fire. And need you pass on your chin.
You never see him by a month here. You said, Doctor. Yes, you're by. Send a human bayana, asa. Na, may I do my china, but I'm coming will be able. Now, son, I china the betchin. I will be, I will say, see you and you made as I say, ye. And only idea, go by, say, Tiswa, was with a battery. When you be any age. I'll share you now, Yamma on your way.
Nana no come out so.
Yeah.
Abusia. And penofo say abono ko pa no de botwi si. Enu nti ye papa we si so no ware ne dofo babu ni. Amamre ni amane kwa so be ma tofo ma. Awosa na yire ya amamre. Na no do se transa. Enu nti mo ama ye kwan na ne ye sra mo ne yakone yaba. Amamre kwa so.
Badem.
Tobase. Kakra na mo sanso kama aha.
Inemi o opu inemi e. Inemi opu inemi. Asibe kete si ba te ma ko ti inemi. Dokte inemi. Ti na opu be mi. Inemi o opu inemi a. Inemi a opu inemi o. Asibe kete si ba te ma ko ti inemi. Mi kunu opu inemi. Uti na mi bu nana ada uruma eni die kwaso manento na nana na tena konwa mai se de ye ba ye kwa amane ye sele mo so ma ye kwan no amane ni amambre kwaso ya kan mem ukunu wuya ana be ma wiri wuya wuya amambre me di dware no eno ti anwumre mrs eye doctor ne dofo ma mburu ni wane ne mba wo musi ya de papa ne yekunu be kwa dwaye yi awase ya basi bibi kire nananom amamre kwanso enu ti ekute asante bobrapa ti asante bobrapa doctor obasa asisi oba bobra enye brapa nko ane se wasisi afia toto kaisi be ma bi wo ntimi nyuso mu fa akoma ne twa ehuru kampese oda ho awanya baby amana so papa otutu na tuyo ni emema akantini wa ene ma akantini wa fi nsem ka se papa no bobra papa na ase no ne mema nyina to nyi oba ipe na obesiesie papa ho ama ye wo papa ni madawo ma nsu bi asese nsu ya udugum dware ni kunu mana ma ambulu ni wo se monye na mo fenwa ni kunu mana yeri mi se pani mo sori no be kwa dwa be kwa ba bi so akosiesie no ho ansa tete ho na ka yase ba ha ena dia kwasi burani ada ho ma dia fa fidie bu de nkra ta afa mo kama tie se fa toilet room enso ya hia toilet room budu ba ko enso nie na nanu madawro ma wo wi ene papa ko ba bi so ba be ko ne se ansa ya shi yesu ye president ye blush mo amani tu ya sempanifo president ya mo mu penso enu to bi tutu de se no nya twa pia ntole nu a ene odidi a enye yi enu ti twa pia susu ni ene hihye mu ye kasa asawi enu ba me bra ye papa doctor wo ye plemen ya nkasa wodi ni huni na madawro ma sabi aburu sabi anyado ma ambro ni wanu okuru tra anya ne mfie bebrebe wankasa bibi boni bi woni kunu ne mmom ba bia de okuru kwato ye de nipa ahodo ne de wo kwato ho enu nti obi a de kwato ho ansa ne de kunu kwato ho ne nipa koro ho nka no no mpe enu nti okutra anka atwade ye wo se de wo besiesie ne kunu ho no wo fansiesie ne kunu ho mama na ne kunu ho ntwa yoko ansa na ba bia wo kono wa sa bra koro no asoso Mammy was one tears some more, they were telling you when you was in. Send this a trady, ye chum the man, yes, in Numusia. Won't you mend them? And no children, a bushia, and you couldn't even tell some. Some ambulance was a better son. Namus, yes, and you couldn't want. You tried your muffin. You were not the any braba, now we be you. I'm on Kwakye, now ye be you. Oh, not the Arababa, now ye be you. I'm on Kwakye, now ye be you. I'm a young tongue. King soap was it to a biansa. Who ye be like king soap, we feel when ye get your mamma pass. Your king soap with ye, and some and I would. Yes, supple. And so soon ye. The papa and I'm also maybe a baby. And so I say, put you back in. Yakasa say, we are no. Mammy, Mammy, and some men are good powder, lavender, fodder water, Dettol, beer, and so. And I say, put you back on another woman. And so yet, you see, Papa, who will see who be a baby. No, Mambrody or Nanema was a bush yamonye. I'm offensive in home. Now, Mambrody or Casa Saviano. Bra, what say? Ye got a papa, we are. Answer a river quite a crowd, and was sissy in Hono. A dear bush, I'm a council. And no, any big friend. And we took put on a box sashos, the panties, the singlet. The white knicker, what did you catch him? Telewati. Walk with an adanta. You have to find you. Says a papa, near number weighing an or 2 years. What did 2 the between a man and may pay a few mobile? Well, we are no papa a bearment, you could take jail, but you poor and switching. Say, but I the papa quite a them one. I'm fine to tell him. I'm a friend, I'm a friend, I'm rapid to them, and I do see in my mother was sissy. You can't wait in every year. No, you don't see about it, Papa. You are what done, no, or by Jim. And you take with your blanket. You soon get, and soon you. You can't say, every year, no, Madame. A mamma, I what took you in ye. And you tea, you could have your snap, strada back home. Say, but I soon had the papa, a dry. Nanamo Fabian, my minier pie. If I'm quite your papa. Nan, you may say, Moon, ya ha. Mambroni, Mrs. Better wife. Our lemu PC. A doctor. Now I lemu PC. One enema and in a bushia, said you Mujina, here Cassano. I am man feeling bedroom and woman you are mopping for my man, Pat of Montpellier. Now bushia whom ye. Aha, woman you are mopping for near bushia. Woman bedroom, a woman you and woman may do here. Woman bedroom and I'm a fancy. There was a back and I'm Diano, your best among a bushia for you. And I'm Pia.
Yeah, push your phone, and push your penny. Push your phone. Said ye. Any penny would in. Said ye. The smartphone, and I said in Chicago, our Ghana. Said the woman the Abbey. Said, Doctor, only Doctor Shian. We said Doctor Bema. Doctor, ya said ye be a edge, they say, what they are worried, Bruni. The mayor had my woman, a bedroom, Womba. Doctor Noan Casasuno, you put a new crowd or Womba. Intino, say, new way, Muno. Saban said, and that's sooner, Yan Humpua. A china, the baby who answered Doctor Dumpem, a china, to said, Dian, you who is a doctor Dumpem. Nanso, when young Koyan, when young Fanon to Pemon, I was say, is sissy and a cheesy. Until dear, Bruni, Bruni, Chicago, the Omidiaba, the Deba, a idea, the Diaba, Snap or Crown, and so a dasso. Omni Mina, Humor, you would be a free gunner, and said, Nina, ya preaching.
Nana Pia,
said Nina, ya preaching. You know, and you know, Oma, I didn't know my penny woman, Mummy, a penny woman. Mompini womo. Why dear? Akabako. Mompini womo.
Anapia. Say you kunu ya drandodo.
Good am I yo.
Enu ti yesu ayi chance.
Yo.
Chance de be dia.
Nyankopɔn hu ne mmɔbɔ na ɔmfa ne mfomso nyinaa nkyɛ no na emra wato ne nsa afrɛ ne ɔnye ne kra ɛntena brɛ pa ɛwɔ ne agya fie Desanti mama yamo erade empire Arade yesrewa arati empire Mama yamo empire ni nyai ebushia waja na chire nyina nso otumfo nyankopon nsa yesre odo ene enkabo mu ma ebushia waja na chire nyina so obetina kro ye ene odomu Desanti mama yamo erade empire Yeah, Bompaye, a Jana Yen, she say, you know, show tune for young coupon inside. So, on Rabusha mobile. Auntie Area Mumon, according to 4 baby, you know, on some more Cordian Tabine, so on Farmo Emra Asun. I don't fall Bebua, a man, a yonina, a cover. On Kawonina home, no man out to Nini Shrano, and you can say it will be a rasun. Yesanti mama yamo erade empire. Mama yamo empire. Otumfo eja Yankopɔn a wote ase emre nyina tie empire ye bɔ ama wakoa Dr. Lawrence Bediako Kwakye ene de ya wafre no efre ewiase abrabo yi mu so omeka wo ho no wadaroma ma wo kan wanwaso no enhyen wo ne so nani enye na onya asomdwe a eto entwada mano emfa wo pono no emu jojo na wone wahotefo entna ase ewo enkwa eni awieye mu titrew ewo ekan a wode hye yen nana Abraham ne nasefo nyina bono fane bone nyina woye no asase yi so chano na mano enkwa eni awieye wo waheman ni mu ye bisa we woye era Jesus Christ no dimu Oma yamo empire okay dia mponya nkopon adom ne ehumobro nya nkopon wona wo se ade nyina mu yemfa aseda emaw wo de Dr. Lo ebosia wo de ne mawiase wo de ne ma omai konkron Ghana ijumedi obedi ye nyina eto atwa ye tune kra sha wonsa emra wato wonsa afrani yesro se oye nipa emfomso eba ne ho ewo baabi na dwumaye mu na setena mu nyame ofom ye yesro wo humobro ne se awrade hu ne mobo na fa ne mfomso nyina che no na menyame ebo a wode hye ya nana Abraham no wu sorry emremu no awrade kan no na ene no sorry mane trabre pa ewo waja fie no no ahotefo no entena asomdwe mu ye jana yi yon hihye nyina hya wonsa ejaba tampa yesre o se bedi hini wom na tinetine obi biara ono adofo obefre kwan so beba ewrade ka won ho won de beba ewrade tomwon na ma bibi biara enya jojo emfama ebusia ye jai emma kunani eni abusia waja na chire nyina hya wonsa eja yesre o se to anim chiro odokasi aye papa Lawrence echire ema ebusia no masa odo no bi enkoso entina ebusia ni mu onfa kro ye eni odo eni wonjuma ma peri ye entina ebusia yi mu yesre o se kai adofo nyina na mo wadom ni wonhira no enya kese ewo nso ya di empire boy fa odo Jesus Christ so ono ne o konkron ne ti ase de hini no ne agya no bom ye ba ko womra eni awieye erade eni mo nyina entina otumfo nyankopon enhrai onti na nim kyerɛ no ma na asomdwe no enhrai mu ene da nyina ewo nyame agya no oba no ene sonson konkron ne di mu
Oh, yeah.
What's up, me? What fun and play? What fun is it? What's up, They are almost like you.
Press it on your chest. Press it on your chest. I mean the band. You just then you press it on your See your dad. See your Richie.
I'm quite down train.
And I'm not here, Papa. And you two, and the family, and try here, and get this year. Hello, hello. Ona, I don't want to see you. She could have been my. I had a form, a whole you have to be a bow. Who are on shot? Oh, I had the apple. What? Doctor, I want to go and shout it. If I can't see you, you don't know how many of us would see it. Somebody upon an additional Bushia. I got to money. You can't share this year. Only next year. If you at that point, do you see the same everyone? Somebody that is just about 1 million French. What kind of we are? Only next year. Somebody who walk. And I'm upon a distribution of them. The CNT shows up on the car. And I don't say, and it's so royal. I tell you, a song. Hello, and maybe somebody who wants to the South Press and Opa. You're free and Tima. You're Tima. If I could ask so, it's a fair double. Since that's about every day, and I said, I'm watching and when you go to Swati, you're very son. Sarah, you're one who's son. Say, and then you better trust. And you what's it without trusting? We buy it in the house. And I know my idea, what I have on, shout. It must be. I don't know why you make a bench. Only didn't come up. Oh, Pansha. Oh, didn't come up. It's Muslim. We are watching about the Yakopano. Only the Jemuda. Or never seen him friend. Or never see around Gukum. And what a padia. Why Yaman were fast for? Why Yaman in Yanum? Why Yaman be so mine? I don't for any Yafonina. I get a tire. A song we ye. Oh, Yaria. And how we pray. Who call? That's a one tower. And you ever catch yourself. Say, I want to put you if you be a Koji, which I put you, if you are Koji, Quasi, and just so, then you let you know so, when you are wireless. Let's say, look, I remember to go to a fake week. Hello, hey, we see, and then it's a good area. No, say, get the same thing to me. I never found out about Kusia, I brought one crowd each year. And then am I saying now about you don't near Jao Pai? What did she say? You don't know, and the Japan Brabum, the chance of paying an and yes, a man of funny year, Mano. What's yes, no, and I'll call Yanni one crano, and now this year the tone no, or see. What me shows are now, Consa, Cotumpany for now, on your San Pacan. You catch on, say, Aqua, or this year the tone, or Soctano. In double. The shanty there, or the bar, no, Papa, the other sky as a man be a fire. Oh, you know, you are, Benegassier, or Basil, who said that to be, or Bao Musua, or who said, in fair. Yeah, I told the Sumano, and that you will be a while, or who said, I had never paid never told no, I had no order. Papa, you have always shouted. Oh, yeah,
Come now.
Yeah, Papa, the woman, yeah, a papa, a compare. Whatever, yeah, Papa, share one more. Like I just said, one more day over here, I desire Papa. Son said, yeah, Papa, you see, I'm a woman. I desire, yeah, Papa, what's the other to you, Papa, yeah. That's an Indian. Papa, well, yeah, Bema Gramo. Yem Phantom Messini, Fra, ya papa. And the Sabres, ya papa, one intention so dear. You could tie a brony kente. Ya papa, ya dear, now, open in quatch 1 year. Now, what draw some other one at the end, papa, nominating young baby son of what to me, Aka. Yem near me, sunset papa, a dear fancy. And may say, oh, papa, chow chow. I tell you what, chow, ya papa, ye, one fancy at him, one fan call a samado. Yari almost say almost flower. Son say almost ya. I went to 4 and free cromaha. Na da kwa me bia no omo ba. Ni address ye ya. Oma hunu bebia. Ye de ye papa eto ye embeise. Omo nhwe asase tokro obia bekobi. Asase tokro obia bekobi.
And I drew her and I'm June. Be patch on for flower in the animal. On for flower in the animal, not the acano. On for flower in the animal. I am Mammy Brony. Mammy Brony. The blankets, ni bomo, ni bedsheets. Katano was some of us any kuna for. Now, that's all done. Nana to choose one. No, I can't say what Jack the Fubi or baby. What I say, you was about to transfer my one as well. What friend and Toma? I don't say any good about which I got you can take. Nanny Soja, Lipetia, Ebuano, or the Jacka Papa. Ye are you put a yes, you give me a do. Whatever you was in a near blow, what is your Siam and Nukunu? I was saying, as a shop for sale, Kurupan. Well, Papa, she lives at Paso, or Pa, no, Nebia, my dear. Or Silver Baba Tua.
woman is shared the idea to know and son. The more to put your back and a studio was a fair Papa, one up and for the guy, 1 year beside the master when you're maniacal. Why we are no son of one to say, Papa. Let that be my baby. I need to see. I was coming in our family to one of the song. Never me planning so you be just we have some friends to school. No, that was your papa, but I found the about in my mobile. Why we are not here so much when you grow. None of us what when you grow. Since the warrior Sibroja and a tane. Oh, good time, Broja, with a tane. Was it our son and group pine? Leading you pregnant and the pine. Yes, and it's black and white and Bible. She says the Bible said, we are fast the man. Well, one of Shabusia or Babylon or Babylon or some of our own 1 year. Now, more fancy man. What does I say? What's an analogy? Oh, good time is champagne. And also put your back home. Sana no penny for last year, one is a mobile sorry. More than I was a number of what's last year, and you've been at home, and you see you. All of us are your papa or mountain for woman. Also, Papa, I am going to open you when you are yet. Woman, you are more of fire by any. I'm not coming into the moment, and I'm in trouble for years to go there. I have been before them or of aha, I be before them or from our ministry. Aha, I be before them or from you know, who will get Mammy and me. You can't have Papa, you Papa will prevent me. You are in a matter so. Yes, and I know yes, I'm going to one from so I am ready. What we are, woman and man, no, and woman and no. And when you are saying, I'm not a and even telling Mamma, I have only a possible way you, woman, I have only. We are no. You put your picture, you let your young man. About time we did, but it was so. I'm a church, but most of us had there. Now, so I will tell you, I have any shades. I did come out. Woman, I know woman, 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 Nana, and how I am there. Yeah, that would do. That may be a year, you can see a year and I almost shut that if I was able to improve. And will be bad. Say, what more about Papa? I guess so. Also, I throw my apple. What we are the Nana was so shady. What was an I was secretly. I am not proud. Yes, yes, I was secretly from my initiative. And I was so shady. I am a green and a purple and a blue. What was it? Who was so common and a so sorry? Papa is so many bright. Green rose and not. Yeah, from that to such school with such what's it? Little last way. The middle signs. And it's also in general. I have Fufu and a poaching and also tell about new
Managaka. Oh, wait a minute. Soup to the
Yafa Asamano. Yafa Asamano. Against Samama.
But not so basa, you can't happen in them.
We sought permission from all of you to leave. Hello. Aha. Oh, sorry, last respect. The last respect. Oh, chat. Sorry,
Munina and Tinada Yamima and Anopay Yeshimo, Ewaradimo. I am born Paya at the Ama, Papa, Kwakye. Sinrenya men nam enesu me yesuono romuni babo nam fon subiara o yetia no wasa sisuono odi acha no na wode de kra aka amotifo ekwu nyame mu no biso fo didi ni se sai ngaso se dachi bi no Imuno, President Asore,
to give honor to whom honor is due. And let us show respect to the dead also. That's why we are here. Intimate ceremony. A person, Sabria, may preach the ability of Mamma, no, Mama, young Papa. Sir, they say, oh, yes, the woman said, the papa tea and your hardly, and so any tea and why, sir, even yes, you will be a free, yeah, AC, I am so a day a boy and bra. As I see so, a woman. And yet, will be what you say. Debbie, 1 hour, being young, and I want to and I say, 1 hour, who a bragging. I dear Baba, the person, the kind of challenge something. Or a massy more Bediako Kwakye. The animal empire. A dose, yet kind. Some I can't. Father, be usually, or did it walk from the the bra, ye dip a beer, the tears are seized with our womb password. Ah, yes, shall see a bra, a 6 of fra. Or what are no people. And no, as a would take in council, any kind of oh, yeah, I will come. Alright, as I for no. The moment I toss me, no, it's a Mumbako, a copy do not yet kind. Oh, Conseil, sir, yet you say a war. Ah, your name, a darchin, if you know, and tell at. And to my day one. Ah, your name, a darchin, if you know, so. Abbey. Yet the Sa asase so ofi bese obedure emre bi beba na eni ho bi ko setna aka eno ti sa ya dwene yen se ana ye na yehu ye ho se asase so hanom ene enipa ye wie ye no na bibi kakra enkoyie awo ye ti ase a ye wo ewo setina mu no ewi ase ne ye wie na senkani ba ye wie so ena ye hu ni se ya anka awe ho pa se de ye be wie mu ni yes eno ne kwan a ye be fa so a ye be ko fi se obi bi ye be heaven akọ but we cannot go to heaven with this house. The soul has to leave this home so that it can have a home with God. So definitely, each and every one of us is going to exit this life. But the question is, after we have left this place, after we have exited this where next? What next? Yenya wahe yenya ebe free yasmua wes ne papa na say free ha asebisa wo se busa na ya ho say ehe fa na ye ko e de ben na And I can cancel away the kind of on Tini Paul. When see us so baby, I ever call any near to us. So these two questions have been answered by St. Paul in the first reading. And first, we will leave this place and go to heaven. Heaven, for those who did he say? He told us that this world and whatever we have been given to us in trust, though we are stewards of whatever that we have. And we're going to give account of our stewardship here on earth. But whatever we do with our bodies, whatever we do in this life, whether good or evil, we're going to give account of it. So the two questions that I asked, the readings answer the questions for us. And so, as we are here mourning our father, as we mourn Mr. Kwakye, this is what we need to reflect on. That this is what we see today. He was like us. He lived his life and did whatever he could. Here we are, with his body caged in this place. Those of you who knew him, he can't do whatever that he used to do. Is that a person that we knew, who went about doing his work as a medical officer? Have you thought of your life that a day will come that you also become like him? And now, where is he? Where is he going to? St. Paul is telling us where he is going to and what will happen before he gets to his final destination. This is what he is telling us also. And so, as we live our lives here on earth, as we go about our lives, let us have this at the back of our minds, that whatever that we're doing in this life, we're going to give account of it. So think about whatever you do with your life. Well, the scripture tells us, whether good or evil, you're going to get a reward. Whether good or evil, you get a reward. What reward? Heaven for those who accepted God and they live their lives as children of God, loved one another, cared for one another, forgave one another. And hell for those who lived a free life, who never cared about anybody, human beings, the environment, what have you. And remember, the evil, the damage that we're doing to the environment, we're going to give account of that also. So you think that, oh, that I'm saying is here, I need money. So you destroy the land, and now look at the way we suffer. Look at the heat. And we are complaining. Heat. Who is causing that? And we blame God. Blame yourself. Blame your mom, your dad, your children. The evil that we do to one another, we're going to suffer those evil before we leave here. And so, as we have gathered here today, let us think. Let us give a deep thought about whatever that we're doing. As people of God, Christians, we have to show the way. Where are the Christians now? Obusiafo, sɛdeɛ yɛ papa yi ɛkyerɛ yɛn ni ani yɛnim no yɛnim no. Tumi deɛ bedi no. Brɛ. Bedi no. Name's a father in England. Victoria. What did he do? Come on, when you know. When you say, and now the matter if you could be hospital or a doctor, medical officer. Obonibra, or Kono Banoya de Juma, so to you. ene nipa ye ni na no ko no ba no ono ni yehu ni se ya na nipa rebo se se na nipa ye wi ye tie dia ene na enije bia eni ebi ase na mpo ye ba wi ase e be so ene try say ene ye wi eni ena se me kai na Jesus Christ now was a empire or in chapter John 17 but this time here we did not know when you were human in time and cosa why we distracted ourselves what they are me now also soon as I ni monyam no muchefa ebi enti nipa obabi ko yaka na sa baabi a wo na ni monyam na opese yeba na yensu yebehuru bi no yese yaba abrabo bi ewa asase so a ansa na sa ni monyam no yenyemu chefa ebi ana na Paul twi ya twisi so kenkan se bedi kan no se ye tifie ewo ni padua mu yi ye ne ye da tifie no ye mu ntem kwan no awa na ye twa se sa ni padua we se sa edan we obubu odwiri sa antuma dan we e wo se ofodu ne a e wo se obobo oboba asena esi ya kani enye ye bi ye ni na so bobo wi a ya kra no e o ba bi ko eti Roman for se obi wuni e ba asori a ana ye wo nwema ya na ye to se nipa ewu a ba ko o se adofo momra be wonde mo be gina bia be wo na be kra e wo nyakopo akaka kra no de me honam ato e na ehu ewo mu na me kra be bu ni dwuma yeso akonta amen nyakopo ontie ne nsema ye di akire na mama mo yire mfi da biara da onya asore ma de boyeni on kasa ba nyakopo e mame enya no mama nsu sesei na mama mo yire mfi ma yensu ya ma yire mfi da biara da se ye nue no te se ye entichina ya so ye be ye te se enunti se ya da hanu a ya kra no he ne wo se ya ka enkwa da setna ye ne awie ya da nkwa enya asase so a we are not oblivious of the fact that we going to die. So when we talk about eternal life, we talking about life after this life. Death is the end to the beginning of a new life. That is our faith. Yewuo no na ye sha ase abrabo foforo emu enti owuo no enya wiye owuo is a beginning to a new life. Woko na foforo so ayedan aba no abaye ne de na ye wo hai ye nim actors ni actresses no obi na na djuma eso ye enti your favorite actors and actresses enti obi wo ho no ne ye hwesini no wo ba sin so a ne ye bofu na de je we de wanyadi because I want to be sorry. I had the okay. I'm not going to go here. We do not so chat now, bofu. Ah, the one I want to be. That's why I didn't. Now very free so. Penance. We be so bad. We free one. Now you are here. Kabenya nka. Wanya. A lot of opportunities. Sedian so. Wamaya sahabi say. Ako promise ye sia kan na nipa bebe ye dabi na ye so bebe bra ye boy ne bra ye ma usa mo se sidi e wucha no bra wo bo no ebe nipa fe no bebe se nka woni ye ebe tena dabi ya na se okra kontem ebio abraba ye boy eti se America bia ye tuo ya ye friends aton I said we have about 9 and echo. You have 4 by 100 and you have 1 by 100. And he said, maybe na mesa asia na mefa abana. Me tu Americana me do baby na me nyama minia. Oh no so aje na watu. Sa na me hunu abrabo. Ba ko mo. Ko bo no aja no. Etie na nanom ne bo ya ye dan fefe ya buhuni. Ye na nanom ne siye. Ena nne obodi eja ye ena yesu yeti da ache yesu yeja ho ye dia mabi no aba abeti Oba Bresono, na kurom adan we ni dan a efe dan a eso pa potem ha nyina. Eso ne abeye edan a ede ka de si ho no bi pie me zo bi ha ne e ba sorry ya ne wo ya na mesri mitri ya ne be ya sorry ane ebo be boy ne ye ya enka ege ha ne be ye no amen nti ni ba na o kan sa me ansa no ya ne ye no ye wani na nanom ye no mu di jaye. So what are we doing? So na nanom de sa se nyina magalam se me yes se de yes no ya kan na wote ya nyami de ma aduma wo ye no obi di kan ye yansa na wo ye wo se no se de wo se no di sika anka o my Ghana binum na sha ase kekere ye ene be ye fe na ye so mu no ya se no ya ye ka corruption. Who is corrupt? And yeah, so it be pretty corruption. And young, but I pretty corruption for our master. Well, maybe on the college and watch it. I come on, not one year. Yeah, but you do my penny, not touch your blue or ya. When you have to walk home, a mammy, I near walk. Every year, one every year, so I can say so. Someone may see the beer, what you cry with them, Tata. So. Tia ko nkania ehudie yesemusi edie ni edija enchima nona na Awurade asem ka kire se ye bia no ebebu hu akonta ye wo ye bia ebebu hu akonta busia penyina busia ketwa sofo ye nyine ebebu akonta ya braba ye bona sase so a abo woni tie baba yi o ye na sase so bia no obebu hu akonta enye de ye ka ye de ba ha ye se de ko sia so dan a ya de hwehwe na aye mu na kire so ko heaven na bi enti sa wote ya na adwene se mebo be brade be bia mewu ya de be ba so dem ye be mo popu abebo aye ama sa wa mo wa brabo yi wa asase so a heaven wo nye den unkobi ya me ye hu bobro se nipa de ti wiase no o je Awurade di ye o boni hu mo di bia se obeye Awurade apede Awurade so se nam ne mo di monti kakra e ka ye no hwe afaka mo e ma no na nye obi a o tena ye no se me di Awurade me mfa ho na mo amachara de na teacher for no ngoda mienu aye sope baako e ma se wanya 49 isi 50 na e pass na 49 baako so enya 19 why na odi bi beka no wa na pass so so se mu baako ah 49 ale na 49 so da ka ko ah oye teacher ni na o ka se me se o se sai akaba no no. It is easier to add one than to add more. 11 also. Or when nipa ye yo ye ni ye yo ntino o twede nipa ho no anyo no no kwa no ntino abako e ka no so de no kredi ye na dwuma nti wanfo anfa nti na se Awurade yesrewa no ye kromfo nti abako ka no yesrewa na abako ka no. Is that possible? If no, then think about what you're doing today. If no, then if you thought whatever that you're doing, let's have a quack on one answer that you do back. Put yourself in a position where it will be easier for your teacher to pass you. When there's something that we have 19, what about the 50 year? Hey, our certificate in the ball. This is where we are today. He was like us yesterday. We are all caretakers of God's blessing. Everything that has been given to us, God has blessed you with it. We take care of it to make sure that people benefit from every blessing that He has given to us. Nemo wadi ama se hweso yie na che ama obi enya kakra maye nwene mo bro wafo maye nwene mo ni difo maye mo nya bi aduma Amere na no no akasa so da we ni eba. Ya ni eba. Oti asi wa ho di obiti. Adachi. Ni na ye ti na ko bi wo ade. Awurade mu ye. O Israel o mu ye papa e mo. O hwe ni ma ba o ba asase so be di no. Na kakra aka on fanka. Na ya papa e so ko draja na ni mu a wo na ni mu nyam na. Se bi ma ye se ye ni ya ka e chi. Ebetimi akọ papa na daache ni nyina ya bebi wo Awurade no. Awurade mu ye nyina mo do kyerɛ. Amen.
Santi, when the former and prudence. Papa Kwakye, Bediako nyina se nyame nsa. Yes, say nyame se. Na me wan chichi bombre. Ompo mo nso. Na mo nda so se tachi. Se mo wa sa si so to mana mo si ya. Ishia mo lishi o nyankopon nchi.
Dr. Lawrence Bediako Kwakye. Birth. Dr. Lawrence Bediako Kwakye was born at Yimsu No. 1 on July 20, 1935 to the late Bediako Kwakye of Ebira and late Obapeni Nana Efiakubi of Yimsu No. 1. He was the third of his siblings. Little Kofi lost his father at a very early age and had to stay with his stepfather, late Bediako Kwakye in Ashanti New Town, Kumasi. At age 10, he lost his mother. Bediako Kwakye took care of little Kofi Kwakye as his own son. Early life and education. He attended elementary school at St. Joseph's Catholic School in Ashanti New Town, Kumasi. With God on his side, little Kofi passed the common entrance examination and continued at Ghana National College in Cape Coast, where he completed his secondary education. He had his sixth form education in Tamale. After completion, he went to teach at Offenso. Late, life abroad, studies, profession, and training. By the gracious hand of God, Lawrence Bediako Kwakye gained a government scholarship in 1962 to study in Hungary. Lawrence was a very intelligent student, such that after half a year of learning the Hungarian language, he could study medicine at the university in the beautiful old city of Pest. He passed all examinations excellently and in 1968 obtained his medical degree with honors. His professors highly respected him and was long referred to as an example for African and foreign students. Since he could not stay in Hungary after completion of studies, he went to work through a scientific contact in Holland in 1968. From 1968 to 1970, he was a scientific researcher on anatomy at the University of Utrecht, Netherlands. From 1970 to 1972, he was a scientific employee at the University of Amsterdam. From 1972 to 1974, he worked as a doctor in surgery at the Ziekenhuis Hospital in Enschede, Netherlands. From 1972 to 1975, from 1974 to 1975, he worked in the surgical department at the Diakonisen Hospital in Leiden. In 1975, he completed his PhD thesis on microcirculation of the nail joint at the University of Amsterdam. Lawrence obtained his PhD at the University of Amsterdam in 1975 and became interested in heart surgery. At that time, it was difficult to get an education, especially for an African young person. From 1976 to 1979, he underwent training in cardiopulmonary surgery at Erasmus University in Rotterdam, Netherlands. From 1980 to 1982, he worked as a doctor in the surgical department in Münster and Essen. To make his dream come true, he went to Germany in 1983, where he obtained his cardiac surgery diploma. He worked as a doctor in cardiac surgery in Gießen, Germany. From 1984 to 1988, he underwent training for cardiopulmonary surgery in Hanover. In 1989, he became a cardiac surgeon at the University Hospital of Antwerp. From 1981 to 1996, he served as a cardiac surgeon at Longchamp Hospital in Brussels. From 1997 to 2015, he worked as a surgeon in various hospitals in Belgium. He ended up as a heart surgeon in Belgium and retired in 2015. Dr. Lawrence Bediako Kwakye became a visiting doctor, moving from one country to another, including Ghana, to solve medical problems. In 2009, he opened the Nana Efiakubi Hospital in Yimsu No. 1, where he was regularly involved in patient care and organization. This hospital has served people in the Bimsu #1 community. Married life. Dr. Kwakye, after his studies in 1968, got married to his first wife, Dr. Mrs. Pyruska Martin, in Budapest in the Roman Catholic Church. The marriage was blessed with 2 children, Loris Christian Kwakye and Georgina Vivian Kwakye. Later in life, in 1991, Dr. Loris Kwakye married his second wife, Madame Gladys Verdus Adams from Ghana. He had 2 children, Kofi Kwakye and Bediako Kwakye. Altogether, he left behind 4 children and 3 grandchildren, namely Libyan Belin Kwakye, Suki, Maybe Skipa Kwakye, and Malo Saki Skipa Kwakye, failing health and death. About 1.5 years ago, Doctor left Ghana, and we heard that his health was deteriorating. It deteriorated sharply, so much so that we had to say goodbye to him on November 4th, 2023. Doctor, as he was affectionately called, was loving, kind, and generous. He left an indelible mark on anyone he met. He helped his community and home village, Bimsu #1, and contributed to the education of people within and outside his family. He was passionate about educating less privileged people and gave scholarship to many youth at Bimsu #1 to complete their secondary and tertiary education. Doctor, we will forever remember you. Thank you.
Here and join you all on my father's funeral. Yes, my father was a very special person. I've been here before because of the hospital, and I'll come back to you about this later. I also want to let my brother introduce himself. So my name is Georgina Vivian Kwakye.
Hello, I'm Lawrence Kwakye. I'm the oldest son, and I was here in 2018 for the last time, and I saw my father, how he lived, and what he had left over to the hospital, and how he was involved with people. And he always said, I remember, life was like a marathon. And well, he mentioned actually the struggle he had, but yet, so most people didn't really know about this. So my father always had 2 sides, and that's how I remember him.
My mother, that's Dr. Bediako Kwakye Martin. She can't be here, unfortunately. She says hi to everybody and is thankful for all you did for him always. And she's almost 80, so her health is really bad, and too bad to come here. She's okay, but not to travel here. It would be too much for her. So I'm going to read a little bit of her tribute, if that's okay. So, for my mother, to you. Dear all, unfortunately, due to health reasons, I cannot accompany my husband, Dr. Kwakye, to Ghana to his resting place. In my thoughts, I follow him on his final journey. Dr. Kwakye, for some Kofi, for me, Lawrence, was my special husband and comrade in life. We met for the first time in 1963 at a student exit point in the Olympia in the beautiful old town of Pécs, Hungary. Because I don't know if you all know, my mother's Hungarian. So that's where they met, in Hungary. Because my father, Dr. Kwakye, went to study there in Hungary and got a scholarship to study there. That you just heard, I think, in the biography. The flame between us was immediately lit. I admired the beautiful young man from another world, and he was impressed by the 19-year-old curious student. Neither of us realized that our fate had been decided that night. Soon we were the much-talked about couple at the university and in the city. At that time, a love affair between a Hungarian and African, as you can understand, and students, between a white girl and a black boy, it was not really normal. Lawrence was very intelligent. He was a very intelligent student, and after a half year of learning the Hungarian language, that's quite difficult, he could already study medicine at the university in the beautiful old town of Page. He passed all exams excellently, and in the... No? Is it okay? I will go and finish. And he passed all his exams excellently, and in 1968, thank you, he obtained his medical degree with honors. His professors highly respected him, and he was long referred to as an example for African and foreign students. We had a colorful student life together, and Lawrence was accepted into my family as a son and remained so until the death of my parents. Despite all resistance, prejudice, and discrimination, we were married in Budapest in 1968. I will just go on because it's a longer story, but I will just say the last sentence of this part. After his studies, Lawrence and I wanted to return to Ghana to provide medical care in his native village, but the problem was my mother, she hadn't graduated yet, so she couldn't follow him. So they stayed in Hungary at that time. Later, together, they went to Holland. And there in the Netherlands, in 1969, with a new medical degree, my mother joined him in Utrecht. They ended up there and experienced a lot together. To be honest, a lot of difficulties together at the time. Also for Lawrence, to try to be a heart surgeon in this world, capitalism, and there was a lot of discrimination, was really difficult, but he managed, and we are proud. So my mother says, especially for an African young person, it was very special. He wanted to make his dream come true and went to Germany later on, where he obtained his cardiac surgery diploma. He ended up as a heart surgeon in Belgium, and I worked on my own as a lung doctor in the hospital in the Netherlands. I will end it now, the last part that my mother wanted to say. We were the fire and water, night and day, the storm on the sea, but we're always ended up on a silent ocean together. I, Mrs. Kwakye, Dr. Mrs. Bediako Kwakye, Marton, sorry, have always supported my husband in all circumstances since 1963, until his last breath. After 60 years together or apart, we only really let go of each other's hand on November 4th, 2023. The fire has gone out, the curtain has dropped, the fairy tale is over. My mother's words, Bediako Kwakye Marton. Can I go on with my Lawrence's tribute, and then Gladys, can I give the word to you, please? Is that okay? Okay. Lawrence, you want to do yours?
Well, actually, partly I already did mine. Shall we do the whole?
I'm just going to do a part, so ik kan ook eerst gaan.
Well, as I was saying, by what my father had accomplished and how he was looked upon, I remember a moment when I was here in 2018, and we were just walking near his house across the street, and somebody said, Dr. Kwakye, you helped me with my, I don't remember actually what exactly, but that's not important. He helped the person. And this was not the first time that I experienced this. So this is very beautiful to remember. Also, I like to follow him, going in the mornings to the hospital and see what he was doing. And when we were in the car, it was a lot of laughter, and it was very nice to see him in his natural environment, together with his people, with his community, and me my father, I actually grew up in a Western world, completely different. And it was very interesting to see this part of my father. Because my father never get to know what his ideas were. And this way I could become closer to my father. And this meant a lot to me. So I think I will end it here. Yeah, besides we both really like clothes. But today, because of something, I don't wear an actual costume. I will wear it later. So don't worry about that. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I will read a little bit of mine and then we'll close and give the word to the family. Okay, this is my tribute to my father. I will read a part. A part of the tribute I will read is how he was as a father to me, and a part of the hospital that's really in my heart, of course. So, dear father, dad, Papika, that's how I called him. We called him Papika. Weird word, but it's like, I don't know where the word comes from. Hi, Judge. That's what he would always say when he took up the phone. Always sounding happy to hear my voice. I will never forget this. If I look back on my life with my father, I have great memories to remember. I would like to give you some small insight. I have some keywords that symbolize him for me and that I remember forever. Sweets. He loved sweet food. He really did. Brave. My father was a very brave man. Cars. I don't know if you've seen some of his cars and where they ended up, but he loved cars. I don't know if he really took good care of them, but he loved them. Expensive suits, like Lawrence already said. He was always wearing really expensive clothes, and I know I came here in the beginning wearing my shirt. I was like, I don't, and he was like looking at me, put on your nice clothes, be decent. And I will never forget, and always did this, and I respect him in that. That's very important. And I remember his mother, Yamsu, of course, and the hospital. So looking back, I think of a sweet family man, stubborn at some times, a good father, love, and of course the sweet food. I will never forget his love for French fries, pancakes, that's really a typical Dutch food, and he loves it. The last time I saw him, he was eating this giant pancake, he couldn't finish, and he had diabetes. He was absolutely not allowed to eat it, but we couldn't stop him. So he loved this. And his Snickers. There were always Snickers in his car when I was young, and I will never forget. I will skip a part now. Only one memory. He would always bring me to swimming lessons in the Netherlands. So he would always sit there, of course, eat his French fries with sauce and looking at me in the swimming lesson. So that's a nice memory. And also, he was a family man to us and to his other family. He was really a family man to all the kids. I love that about him. I just want to say something about the hospital, and then I will end my story. The hospital, let's see. Okay, his mother, and BMSU number 1, the hospital, giving to community. And then, of course, the memories that I have of my father giving back to his community. So, when I was about 25 years old, it occurred to me that my father was using our garage at our house that was supposed to be for the cars to put in hospital equipment. It looked a little bit strange, like beds, chairs, machines. So I started to wonder why he started to do this and what he was doing. And I was asking my questions to my father, what are you doing with all this equipment? In this way, I learned more about his life. How he struggled with the loss of his parents and his mother, Nana Afua. I will not say it right, I'm sorry. Afua, please, how do I say it? Afua Kobe. I will learn one day. At the age of 10, when she died and he lost her, he told me he wanted to make sure that other people and children would be helped. And he wanted to provide the village of BMSU number 1 with a hospital. This was his dream, as most of you know. So as I was working at that moment for Dutch television at the time, a friend of mine asked me if we could make a documentary. He found the story very interesting. Maybe some of you still remembered. We came here, so we did, and we filmed my father's work and the gathering of the machines leading up to opening of the hospital with Mr. Peppa and Dua. Everybody helped. And in 2009, I helped my father to raise the funds for the hospital to get the money, and this was a very special time because we could open the hospital. We could open where we worked for really, really hard and intensively. And I have seen how he was always giving back to the community, and I made my life work his work. This is my work now, giving back to diaspora migrants in Holland, but also other parts of Europe and that go back to Africa to provide these kind of projects to their communities. So I support them with visibility, making them more visible, and sometimes funds. And he was a big inspiration for me, and that's why I do this work now. And I founded the Pin My Village Foundation, and I will still be doing this work thanks to my father. So the hospital, I will still, of course, support it anyway. I mean, you haven't seen me here a lot, but that's because I got children and a mom and these things happen. But it's in my heart forever, and it's our baby, you know, so I will never let go. And thanks to Gideon and the team, it's great what they've done, and I'm very, very proud, and thank you so much. So today I will finish. I look back at my father, I look back at the time as a sweet, fancy, spontaneous, and sometimes stubborn family man and loving father. And I'm really proud of him and of what he has achieved in this really difficult time in his life too. And I'm really happy to have a little bit of his looks and of the family here, my smallness. People are always asking, you're so small. I said, yeah, it's my grandmother's side and my family in Ghana. So I'm very, very happy that I have this part in me. So thank you all for having us here and always being so kind and taking care of my father and of the hospital. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'll be reading the widow's tribute on behalf of my auntie Gladys Fredus Adam. For if we live to the Lord, and if we die to the Lord. So then, whether we live or whether we die, we are the Lord's. Romans 14, verse 8. My beloved husband, Dr. Lawrence Bediako Kwakye, was a remarkable man who left a lasting impression on everyone he met. Not only was he my husband, but my best friend and soulmate. We were married for 32 years, and I can count them as some of the best years of my life. That is not to say we did not weather the usual storms most marriages are bound to face. We overcame any challenges that came our way as a unified front. Doctor, as he was affectionately called, was an intelligent, loving, and patient man who was always willing to lend a helpful hand. He was a family man in every sense of the word. He was a wonderful and loving father to our two sons who adored him. He instilled in them moral values, faith, and integrity. He was indeed a blessing to our family, and his death, as no doubt, left a huge impossible to fill. Doctor was very passionate about educating less privileged children. He dedicated his life to teaching, mentoring, and empowering them. As their champion, he gave them limitless hope and inspiration. He taught me not to be judgmental, but rather be open-minded and respectful. Everyone who came across my husband can bear witness that he was generous to a fault and go above and beyond to help anyone in need, especially his family and friends. We shared memorable moments together. As Doctor was a keen traveler who loved exploring new places. One of my most cherished memories was our visits to South Africa in 1997, where we saw and experienced firsthand the rich history, diverse cultures, and the splendor of that beautiful country. We visited many tourist sites like Mandela's house in Soweto, Johannesburg, Sun City, the beautiful capital city with generosity and grace. He touched so many hearts, and he left an indelible mark on everyone he encountered. Even though we are in immense grief, I know that my husband would want the children and I to be resilient and hopeful. Love, laughter, and life are what he would want for us. I will always cherish our connection and the amazing experience we shared. Dr. Lawrence Bediako Kwakye, you are and always will be in my heart. God be with you, and may he continue to rest and protect you. I take comfort knowing that you are at rest. In the words of the English poet, Charlotte Bronte sums it up well. There's no use in weeping, though we are condemned to part. There's such a thing as keeping a remembrance and one.
Children, whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for the children it will be a refuge. Proverbs 14:26. Today we gather to pay tribute to our beloved Father, who was the epitome of compassion and generosity. As we reflect on his life, his legacy, and the impact he had on those around him, we are overwhelmed with gratitude for the privilege of calling him our Father. Our father, Dr. Kwakye, was a pillar of strength for our family. Yes, he was a doctor. He was selflessly dedicated to his life to caring for others. But he was first and foremost a dedicated family man, husband and father. In us, so many values that shaped us as we grew from boys to men. He imparted on us the need to show compassion, to be generous and kind regardless of where we found ourselves in life. Our father's ability to emphasize with others made him a source of comfort for those in need. Whether it was a smile, a listening ear, or a tender touch, he possessed an uncanny ability to offer solace and understanding. He never hesitated to lend a helping hand, whether it was giving his time, offering his wisdom, or supporting those who found themselves in difficult circumstances. As children growing up, our father was larger than life. We looked up to him with wide-eyed wonder, admiring his wisdom, strength, and quiet confidence. He was our safe haven amidst life's uncertainty. Today we honor the man who shaped our lives and the father who nurtured our dreams. As we bid farewell to our father, we find solace in knowing that his was a life well lived, full of love and joy. As his children, we cannot help but be filled with pride as we recall the countless times he touched and the hope he instilled in everyone he came across. Daddy, rest peacefully with all our love. We enjoy. Thank you.
kusi enti na wani wani ama wadi ko ina no enti na mususu ko ache enti wani da so say wani wana wo Christ ni na ba say so bi me da yi enti na wata Christ we na ni chaya ko so pa what they say na ene koya ya no ni abofo ni na be of Christ already asawara ye mi an Lord si kra ni mai no ni why am I now ready to let away didi mo ga ko pem eda e be share Christ na ye ni mi akambo about e so we were Jesus Christ as in paradise or no one is so go frontiers in or bra any
oh jano
Nyamin found Jojo. I found Tony Kukumo. Adoya Wayama for Frontino. Nyamin found Jojo. Nyamin found Jojo. I found Tony Kukumo. Maya Wayama for Frontino. Nyamin found Jojo. Nyamin found Jojo. I found Tony Kukumo. Mabra wahunu mabro fontino nyame mfa wonsi ajojo ata nyame mfa wonsi ajojo ama tuni bantina mayai mabra wahunu mabro fontino nyame mfa wonsi ajojo Wabusia nyina maunantiyo wabusia panisa ni nyamenko uniaga biswa maudeyo nyamemfa wonsi ejo edusasi wuni nyankopon kwa wate o maunantiyo nyamemfa wonsi ejojo onfa wonsi ejojo ata nyamemfa wonsi ejojo o ma baby pantina maye e ma bra wa wuru ma bro fontino nyamemfa wonsi ejojo ata wonim obidiye dodo adamfo ate ma bro hunfo atabenu no onyamemfa wonsi ejojo nyamemfa wonsi o onfa ntunu kukumu maye ma bra wuru ma bro fontino onyamemfa wonsi ejojo nyamemfa wonsi ejojo onfa ntunu kukumu adoya wayama wabusientino nyamemfa wonsi ejojo oiradu ajamfu aso amuamo oni obetima kanda wasio mabura wa hunu wanene mama bontino akase nyamemfa wonsi ejojo ehwepa wodi ahwe wonene menti oni bibia wodi bada wasio na nakuyase nanti yo nyamemfa wonsi ejojo mami sawa sinanti ye wate raha sidayo onana no ma umoni ajuma wai nyamemfa wonsi ejojo ayonkofu nyina bo widimpa o ti nyamemfa wonsi ejojo chifu si ani nyankopon kwa wate nyamemfa wonsi ejojo nyamemfa wonsi ejojo ni remfi wudo afanto ne kokumu adoya wayama wabusientino nyamemfa wonsi ejojo yankopa bonso si ani nyankopon kwa onfa wonsi emanuo misa sarisi de yo nyamemfa wonsi ejojo asari Bediako si nyamene wonko wate onfa ntunu kukumu manuo owusu buachi si de yo nyamemfa wonsi ejojo sipasi ani nyankoponko alaji nantata si de yo unuanum nyina si ni nyamenko nyamemfa wonsi ejojo wafasi akuya jamfu wase ata baye bia manuo jenifasi wa mawa dada wate nyamemfa wonsi ejojo woyiraju ema onanti yo wase eni onyamenko nyamemfa wonsie jojo ata onfanto ne kukumu ata wonim wobidie dodo adamfo ate ata wonim wohiani yamukomu nyamemfa wonsie jojo wadwuma yafo wa mawa mododo nyamemfa wonsie mawa woni bibia wodi bada wasio maste nyamemfa wonsie jo atabe nyamemfa wonsie jojo enfant to ne kukumu ate ataya wa ya ma frontino
Mama, Yamo, Lord Jesus Christ. Nansa wouldn't number no. I want to do the Adaye air concono. Umusa, one honamo, Adane Dotia dear, then so GDS said, best sonny, I swear you. Best son, I swear you said I was sorry. Ma yenya Lawrence yi enhome asomdwe mu na yi emu kopem eda be ma ne so ewo anyam wo awe wu soriye enen ma ne hu Jesus Christ ya wo ye han no ewo ahemaya wotimu tunsan yi bisa yi wa mara endi awiye
we want to finish so that you take your time and put it in, because in doing so it will take a lot of time. So we finish and you take your time and do it.
Mama Yamo Jesus Christ Empire Emma Yenya Lawrence. Ono akasa mini wo sore ne nkwa no de wojimi edie se wumpu a obenya nkwa. Na de wote ase a wode ndidie ebe hye me mo no emuda. Semba mpai bia na semanusi a enyina ebe de se Awurade tie mpai bo enyina
Awurade tie mpai bo.
Awurade wadam for Lazarus ewu ye no uso ya leho tiyanure yana ure ho yimo ye bisa ye mpai bo. Ma yenya Lawrence da enkwa ye bisa ye ewo gidie mu
Awurade tie mpai bo.
Wode osoro aheman hye kromfo a onu no ho no ebo Genia Lawrence yi na omenya osoro enigye yebisa ye ewo gidie mu
Awurade tie empire
chesi yenure wo Genia Lawrence wo yi mu ma yenjidie ntichi yenure na da nkwa enye ndaso yebisa ye ewo gidie mu
Awurade tie empire
yensi a osoro
wode honte
wahenebra Peresi wasasiso senesi oso ma yende diane na fa ponsoche
sele chawana ofumye
ma
yemkonso na yefumsio
Awurade tie yampaya yebo ede ama yenia Lawrence kwachi amra woti ase no na opepa se woye wapede enam ne humobronti enam wa humobronti onam nyamesom gidie so ne gidifo nyina aye baako enunti fa odo ne humobro eje no beka obofo ne wahotiefo eho de bisade fa in Lord Jesus Christ so no ti asie de hine wa mara endi awiye
enye
shaw
You can put it on the coffee.
Sonia, Lawrence, but I should have taken that to buy it.
think they also want to go.
Papa, I want to see you.
Dance here, my
praise the Lord. If I see a pastor, we want to thank the Lord for what He has done. Give us also know if I see that Father, Nom Asi, any Roman Catholic Church, Father in the Roman Catholic Church for what they have done. So my boy now getting me a C doctor, getting a UBB, and they can say, yeah, at the BB Amunia, you be on a radiant on camera.
Don't for young for no insuramo, a jano, near bano, and then some concern.
Memfa wonsi ajojo e ka wuti ama fu frontino onya memfa wonsi ajojo ama yafu anya adwuma yo nya memfa wonsi ajo wadwuma yafu osi ama wayiko nya memfa wonsi ama wa oyire na o ma da wasio nya memfa wonsi ajo wabusuafo nyina senanti yo onya memfa wonsi ajo Jojo, Jennifer, say what for the yo.